Yeah.
So everybody needs to make a shit, I've never used this before. It's a dodge 14.
Dodge.
Oh, my
The
dodge.
dodge 14, and then is there a check after that? Because there's usually like for AoE, there's usually the dodge is the be hit, and then there is another check usually after.
I don't
Unless they're
know
both
how
the same
this
check.
works. Or
So
We
I
can do
guess
an
18
We can do
is the
dodge
initial,
roll.
and then 14 is the blind and deaf.
fair
Fair
I
enough.
thought I was gonna fail this, but
Okay,
oh, no,
so
it's
it's
Gabriel.
Look.
Wrong one. Let me re-roll.
Loki saved, but Homeboy, who has very heightened senses, definitely does not save. So he
Hold
is
on.
blind and deaf temporarily.
I got a natural 20, but that's not but Odin has that's not 24, it's only 20 because I accidentally rolled the Gabriel. That
it saves. It's just a DC 14.
yeah.
I don't save. I rolled a 3.
Whoa. Well, I can't see a thing, so I'm just gonna swap just temporarily, if you don't mind, Nave. So he's gonna hear from you. Grab some hearing. I mean, I can't say I'm not surprised that Yellow would
I
pull
failed as
something
well,
off.
by the way. So
Oh,
we're
so
in
he
the same
doesn't
boat
know
here.
that. He doesn't know that. So you're
So just
the blind leading the blind, the deaf leading the deaf. So he's just gonna say out loud, I can't say that I'm surprised that Yellow tried to pull something off like that. Loki says, maybe I should take some measures for the rest of the night so that doesn't happen again. And future nights, Loki says.
They're such an honorable, heroic team. This doesn't.
I mean, they have a
Yellow
pirate
doesn't.
on that
Yeah,
side.
but still, even Captain Crunch is quite honorable. But that Yellow is honestly a far better fit for our team.
Well,
Maybe we should let them swap with Odin, just to get all of the cheaters in the same group.
the only thing I'm gonna do is, I think I'll eventually notice that the totem's not real, and it's like, good show. Close the door. The thing I prepped on my watch, I'm gonna fire it, and it's gonna stick to the door, and it's this little like circular thing. It's really hard to see, and it's kind of like embedded in the door now, and it's just slowly blinking. And I'm just gonna go off to sleep.
well,
And
before you go off to sleep, Yellow.
Mhm.
So Thor is also in your room because you're in the same team, correct? So something will catch your eye in Thor's belongings. You have a gut. Your gut's telling you that there's something to what your eye catches if you want to take a closer look at it, but I will leave it up to you if you want to go through your own teammates' things. But your gut's telling you it might be juicy.
I'll go through it.
You'll go through it. Okay. So again, Thor is pretty minimalist as well, but you do find it seems like it's a Ziploc bag with some granules of something that looks, just from appearance, it looks like coffee grounds of some sort. Do you want to investigate more?
Sure, I guess. I mean, at this point, I'm already have my hand in the cookie jar. I may as well take a few cookies.
What do you do with this bag? What specifically do you do to investigate more?
Well, first off, like, I'm looking at the bag. I think it's coffee grinds. I don't see anything.
It looks
off
like
of
it, but your gut's telling you it might be more than that.
Just gonna open the bag and take a quick whiff, and
it certainly doesn't smell like. It does not smell like coffee grounds. It smells like something that's a little bit more acidic in nature. Acidic. Roll a. Do you have a? What it would be like? Knowledge, black market kind of stuff. Like what? What would you? What would that
Probably
be?
an
I think
Probably
it'd be
an
an expertise.
Yeah.
All right, roll me an expertise. If not, just use an intelligence, flat intelligence. If you don't have expertise in like black market kind of stuff.
I have contacts, which
Sure.
in theory could help, but I don't know how that's going to.
Unless you actually call them right now,
Yeah.
which you can, but like give them give them a sample or show them a sample or something. You could technically do that if that's how far you want to take this, or you can just go with. If you don't want to go that far, just roll me a flat intelligence.
Sure. I'll switch my ear communicator to a different channel and whatever the government entity that
Sure.
funds Yellow, I'm just gonna go, Oracle, you in there?
Yes, Yellow.
I have a strange substance here that I've encountered. A black, sort of brownish, looks like coffee grinds, but has this very acrid tinge. Do you have anything in your databanks that may describe? Is this some sort of narcotics or some sort of poison, anything like that?
Do you have an image that you can capture for me?
Sure. I can do that.
And just because I think it would be cool, maybe there's some sort of device that you could like put a sample into, and then it can run some analysis really quickly.
Yeah,
So
we'll say like on my watch, there's like a sample taker
sure.
that can take a sample, and they can analyze the data back at headquarters.
I have found a match, Yellow. This substance is known as black currant. It is a performance-enhancing drug, very addictive.
Oh,
It is a
shit.
popular substance. Normally it's recreational, but again, it can be used for performance-enhancing purposes.
Okay. I'm not gonna take it, but I will just put it on the nightstand next to her bed.
Oh, so you're not going to put it exactly where you found it?
Not gonna put it exactly where I found it, but it's
Okay.
now out in the open,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna go to sleep. Thank you very much, Oracle.
Of course, Yellow. Have a good night.
You too. And sleepy time.
Gabe, what's going on with your kids? What's happening with your kids?
Well, one of them's only in the game, so if like I'm doing drugs, I'm like, well, it's only in the game, unless that affects real life. So we'll see how that goes. The thing I'm more worried about is Raphael. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
Oh, no.
Right.
The next morning rolls around, and Chrono, I'm gonna you wake up relatively early, I would think.
Sure.
So I'm gonna say that I'll say roll me a one.
Whatever it is, I nat 20'd.
Whatever it is, you nat 20. Okay, then that makes it easier. You will wake up before Thor wakes up, so you can see this random bag of coffee granules, it looks like, on her nightstand. I will leave it up to you whether or not you even pay much attention to it, or you just pass by it without even giving it a second thought. I'll leave it up to you.
Let's let the dice decide.
All right.
Hey, I don't care.
You don't care? Okay.
Care a single bit.
I think Thor will wake up, notice the bag, and then trying to be not suspicious at all, will just put it back into her belongings. I think that Nutmeg might notice it. Captain Crunch wouldn't, but Nutmeg would notice it. And then
have to bribe.
I think the two, their eyes will meet. Their eyes will meet, but Thor's not going to say anything. As you all are starting to make your way to the next event, Loki is going to stroll up next to Yellow, and he's just gonna like wrap his arm around Yellow right now. Say, "Oh, dear friend, you and I need to talk after today's events. Just a little chat."
Just a little chat.
Do I notice this? Do I see that?
You can.
I would
Like-
teleport right behind Loki and just be menacing. just
Yeah.
right in his personal bubble behind him, not say a word, just be big and behind him.
You know, Loki, I would love to join you from some tea and biscuits. And I must say that my big friend back here, if you try anything, he will cave your skull in. But yes, I would love to talk to you.
I would not.
sometimes.
I wouldn't dream of trying anything with you, Yellow. I
Oh, but
mean,
you already did.
well, to be fair, your motorcycle can probably outspeed a bus, so you're probably okay with that.
Yeah, it also goes invisible.
True. I just want a friendly chat, that's all. I just want us to, converse about recent events. That's all. Recent events. Don't
Fair
worry, he says, looking at Chrono. I am not up to anything in particular.
Not a word.
As he says that, do I notice him try to sleight of hand me?
Him trying to slant, like, as in
Yeah.
trying.
Do I notice any sleight of hand action? Like he reached his arm around me. as he,
Roll an insight. Roll an insight. I'll use his special ability and say that you get disadvantage on this. So yeah, definitely take it. Oh, that's still really high. Okay.
Oh, wow. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, you'll notice that he you'll notice that he was trying to pick your pockets to see if you had the love letter in your belongings at all.
Okay.
I don't know if you actually had it in your person, like in any of your pockets
It's somewhere
currently.
in my coat. I don't know where, but it is.
Okay.
And as he does that, I'll just grab his hand and do kind of like a quick behind his back and just.
Oh.
I thought I said nothing funny.
He says, I don't think this is very funny.
I'm not laughing either. Watch yourself.
All right, he'll hold his hands up. He says, very well. Good luck in today's events, he says.
Good luck. I have a feeling that you will do very terribly.
He will give you a smirk, but he'll join his team.
Can I
All
just
right.
can I walk past that and just lay a hand on his shoulder and just say, "Nice try, master of tricksters," and just walk ahead.
Sorry,
Some
what'd you
oil
say?
on the fire. On the Loki, just some oil on the fire.
He's just gonna give the Marge Simpson. Okay. Event number 3. Yes. So all of you will be lined up, the 2 different teams, and Livestream will say, for today's event, it's actually my personal favorite. It's called Sisao's Got Talent. Every team will have to come up with some sort of act, any act, but everyone in your team must participate in said act to perform for all of the viewers who are watching. And it is going to be voted on by all of Sisao City. Whoever teams wins will then be given experience points, and at the end, we will have to vote people off, as usual.
I want to talk to Thor and just be like, if this is a presentation competition, we should probably make the swap.
Do you think so?
I think so.
All right, then. And so he'll say, now that you know what the next event is, I will allow for that team, red team. You now have an opportunity to swap one member of your team for a member of the other team. And Thor says, yes, my colleagues have discussed the terms, and we have decided that we will be swapping myself for the Knave of Diamonds.
Look at David,
What a twist.
Knave and homeboy like, see, I told you what the swap was gonna be.
Oh man, Knave, I'm screwed. I've got the whole Odinsons on this side. They're going to vote me off.
Sorry, buddy. Every man for himself, it seems. I called on that other team. I'll walk to the other team.
Babe, maybe I shouldn't have given him the immunity idol. you're just like, sorry, you're SOL. Okay, at that point, Homeboy looks a little like crushed at that.
I give him a little pound the shoulders, like I'm sorry, but also like we got this. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Are me and the Loki still linked?
Not currently. I think after Homeboy felt that you're like, oh, I don't know. Like that's just how it is. He's a bit crestfallen, and yeah, you don't have any connection with him at all at the moment.
Okay.
So
Maybe winning, there might be a secret advantage. Maybe you won't have to vote someone off.
As Thor is walking over, could I just grab her shoulder real quick? I know that this means we're not on the same team anymore. And
That is
I'll
what
be
we-
frank, I was very sure that I was going to vote you off first. But you earned my respect, and I wish you well on your new team. I do not plan to help you, and I know you will not plan to help me either. Just make sure you keep your secrets secret.
I don't think she'll respond, but she definitely seems to have heard everything you said and seems to understand everything you said. But she will respond at the end. She'll pause for a moment and she'll say, "Thank you. I appreciate that." And she'll, move over to the other team.
Okay.
Owen gives her a hug.
Hello, father. Hello, brother. Oh, why, hello, sister. Good to see you. The Odinsons back together as they should be. What a reunion this is. Yes, what a reunion it is indeed, Thor says. And I think that Homeboy is just gonna look between the two of them and he's just gonna be like, I'm so screwed. Okay.
I do look at Homeboy and go, they argue a lot. There's probably a way for you to actually easily weigh in.
At this point, the two teams have time to discuss amongst yourselves and plan whatever this act you're gonna perform to impress everybody who's watching on the live stream. Which team wants to start first with their machinations?
Oh my god, I have to come up with this on my own.
Yeah, you have to come into the zone.
We were able to switch a team member around, and that could have been the greatest play Yellow could possibly think of. Definitely either going over and screwing the enemy team. Well, I mean, everybody's an enemy here. Or staying and switching a core member from their team out. Honestly, at this point, I think Yellow definitely recognizes that the Knave of Diamonds is kind of the team leader. So why not swap our leaders around? Even if Yellow doesn't think Thor as the leader. Also, it would be really funny to have all three of the Father, Son, and the Holy Woman on a single team. I thought that was gonna be kind of fun, maybe cute, but it happened, and it happened, and the aftermath was fine.
I don't know how well we're gonna do this event. Most of our people are not the most talented in other fields but fighting. I mean, Loki is, but I might have to play into that. But that could also go very wrong. It might be a risk willing to take, but I might let Loki and Homeboy take the lead on this one.
Arr. Welcome to the team, Knave. I wanted to say that I have had no beef with you this entire time. And I'm going to say that Nutmeg is going to nod as well on his shoulder.
Well, that's good to hear. Let's make this a wonderful event. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. All of you. As I'm lingering to Chrono.
So I'm not a particularly theatrical person. So I'm just going to leave it to the rest of you to come up with whatever it is, whatever act we can muster. I'm good at drinking, and Nutmeg's good at eating. So that's probably the best we can offer at the table.
Well,
I guess.
considering this is a group effort, I would suggest that everyone thinks about what they are very, very good at, and I can just fill in with some illusionary magic to spice it up.
I'm more of a jack of all trades myself.
Hmm.
Imagine me being able to teleport people could be useful for a presentation.
Hmm.
I guess we should narrow it down, though. What sort of presentation are we going for? Are we going for some sort of play? Are we going to do like an acrobatics act? Or is there maybe like a musical talent or something? I'm not very musically inclined myself.
I think Knave is the one of us who is the most forward about presentation.
Oh, that's right. You're our team leader now.
Hmm. Well, if you say so.
I didn't vote for that.
Well, he's the team leader, right? We swapped our team leaders.
We swapped team leaders, doesn't mean he's our team leader.
Well,
Fair enough.
Wouldn't you rather have Captain Crunch as our team leader?
I wouldn't be opposed.
He is an
Me
actual
neither.
captain. He has had some experience in the past.
well, since I
I
am the
just
new
think-
member of this team, go right ahead.
Well, like I said, I don't know if I'm happy to be the captain of the team, but I don't think I should be the one to lead this particular project since I don't really I'm not very good at performing.
Agreed.
So,
Then
I think this
project
is Nave's
lead.
wheelhouse.
well, if one thing I have to mention is live stream said that we have to impress the audience. So maybe the first thing we have to do is know who our audience is.
Oh,
Everyone
I think that's
who's-
obvious.
Well,
Our
what do you think they would be into?
Drama and heroes.
So do we want to do some sort of performance play skit? Do
Yes.
we want to do
Be the villain.
I was more thinking, Chrono, that you can be the hero, while Captain Crunch can be this evil pirate.
No, you want me to lean into the stereotypes, do ya?
Well, of
I
course,
was
that's what the
thinking
viewers like.
I was thinking I could be the evil one.
You all want to be evil.
I could be heroic.
Oh, Nutmeg says he wants to be the evil one. Let Nutmeg be the villain.
Cute animals do drive up ratings. That's
He's trying really hard to look menacing, but you can't because he's just too cute. So he's like, I think they would love it. Don't all
Yes.
the live streamers enjoy watching like cat videos or something?
Exactly.
sometimes cats enjoy watching cat videos.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe he can be the villain and one of us could be like the damsel in distress tied to a train track or something.
Fit Knave best.
Well, if I have to, why sure? Why not? I don't have to be able to move around or anything to create my illusions, so perfect.
Perfect. I would say that I think Nutmeg is a bit too cute to make for a scary villain. If we want a truly
But that's
intimidating villain, I think Nutmeg is just too lovable.
yeah,
Well,
but
what
isn't
if
that
the
thing?
scary thing about them is that they are cute, right? It's like, hold with me for a second here. So the idea, right? Like think of it like a TV show or something, like, or the super nice person, like the governor or the commissioner or something, right? They're really sociable, they're kind and whatever. And as the season goes on, slowly you figure out that the commissioner isn't actually as good as they are, and then it turns into a thing where they're actually the one behind everything. Even though they're a good person necessarily in the eyes of the public, they're actually super evil.
So maybe we start off with Captain Crunch as the villain, but it's slowly revealed that Nutmeg is the true mastermind.
Arr.
That is perfect.
I also saw this movie once where it was called Sus, Squirrels of Unusual Size. So maybe you could do your illusionary mumbo jumbo, Knave, to make him appear more ferocious at the end, like Sus.
Mhm.
S-U-S.
A twist never hurt anything before. I like this twist. I can also kind of be a stagehand. I am quick, so I can move lights, pull levers, press buttons, whatever's needed, move people around.
Do we have a stage?
Yeah, you will have a stage to actually do your performance. Yes, you'll be given a stage like America's Got Talent or British Got Talent style.
Right.
And you have technical experience, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Do I believe him?
You just have to pull switches and push buttons, right? Any fool can do that.
All right. This sounds like a plan, actually. You can do the controls of the entire stage. I can do mostly sound effect illusions then, just to make sure that I focus a bit more. I can make it better if I focus on one thing specifically. So I'll be the damsel in distress. And at the same time, make some sound
the narrative
illusions.
wants.
Yes. Mhm.
Well, if Chrono's going to be stage crew, that leaves Yellow to be the hero then.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, I'm not feeling very heroic today. So
But
can I just be
that's
the anti-hero? Like, you know?
Mhm. You don't have to be the
Lancer.
true hero, because Captain Crunch will be
Oh,
the
yeah,
true hero.
Lancer, that'd be cool. I'll be the Lancer, whatever that means.
Sure, I can be the hero, and we'll have you. We'll have Yellow be my right-hand man / Lancer / rival.
Anti-hero, but sure.
Mhm.
I don't know what we're going to do. We've discussed for like 10 minutes about like what's the plot? Okay.
I go after the damsel in distress, tie him to a train track, and then you two come in to try to stop my diabolical plan.
Okay, but what's your motivation, right? We need to I'm sorry.
I hate trains. And she was right there. I hate trains, and she was right there.
So you're trying to get the entire railroad shut down. So too many accidents.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Wonderful.
It's too slow.
Too slow. Okay. Yeah.
How's,
Cars are the future. Wonderful. We'll
how
work
does
on it.
Nutmeg play? What's Nutmeg's motivation into this, and how is he controlling the captain?
That's true. Maybe. What do you think, Nutmeg? Nutmeg goes off in this big, like, long thing. That's quite a bit of a backstory. So maybe one of Nutmeg's relatives, maybe like his mother or something, was accidentally killed by a train, and he's hated trains ever since, and wants all of trains across the country shut down. So he figured. There you go. He figured that by us tying a damsel on the train track, it would be poetic.
What if I am a big person in the entire train company, and I have a lot of money, and I just refuse to make it better. Instead, I want to keep all of the money for me.
Look at that. You don't even have to act like an asshole. You'll just be yourself.
You're right, Nutmeg. This does write itself.
Well, perfect. I think we have a story.
All right. Aha, very funny. Nutmeg says he hopes it doesn't become a total train wreck of a story.
Right.
Shifting back over. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to make another train pun.
Hold you there.
Well, it should be like write a script, or should it be more free flowing? You know, I don't want to railroad us into a specific plot line.
That's right. We should get ourselves back on track.
Don't you dare.
I want to swap teams.
Okay. So let's go over to the next team. So yes, go ahead, Gabe. What's happening with Odin and company?
Okay.
Odinson and Tone Boy.
So without much of a theatrics, but I think I know what to do. Both me and Thor are warriors, so we can make this some sort of fake combat. I do have an idea though. You, Homeboy, and Loki are the most theatric of us.
Loki says.
How about this? Me and Thor, we play sideline, fighting against minions. You and Homeboy are our main act. Hero versus villain. Loki, you'll play the perfect villain.
Naturally.
But stick with me. You have to lose the fight.
Ah. Very well.
But I shall give you one thing. Homeboy is going to try to be saving his coarse, weak friend that you clearly beat on when he first tried you to fight you one-on-one.
I can do that. So out of character, he's trying to defend his weaker friend from Loki.
Ave. Basically, Ave got beaten up in like in a different like turn, and she Ave like defeated in the background. This is to give Loki the whole thing of like, even though you're gonna lose, you get to make fun of Knave of Diamond. So
Gotcha. I see. So you're trying to defend your friend after he got hit by a bus.
Clearly.
Now, it's a little too soon for that, Homeboy says, but sure.
Homeboy, you're going to be the main hero of the story.
I will honor my friend. Yes, I will defend his honor.
Good. Me and Thor will be play backup to you guys. We'll fight the minions, but you two are the main focus. We're there for flavor.
Okay, that sounds good. Loki will say, I have an idea, but I think it'll be more effective for Homeboy if he improvs his way through it. What? So I'm not going to tell you what I'm about to do. What do you mean you're going to tell me what to do? Just use your instincts, boy. Okay, sure. Trust me, it'll be very entertaining to the live audience.
So wait, I know Homeboy is Thomas, right? Because I saw literally Thomas.
Yeah.
I kneel down to Homeboy and I whisper, I go, don't worry. I know you're a man of the stage.
Not really, but I'll give it a shot. No pressure on me, right? How convenient, he says, looking at Odin. It means that everything's riding on me. It makes it a lot easier for you to vote me off if I suck.
No. I'm trying to make you shine.
All right. We'll give this a shot.
Got this. Come on. And gives him a fist bump.
He'll hesitantly give you a fist bump.
He gives him and blows up and goes, you got this. And question, what does the Wheel of Fortune do?
It gives you +2 to Lori, and in addition to that,
extra effort,
retry, or +1 to everyone in the coins faction.
Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't the one that changes scenes, because I was just gonna do it to give Homeboy the he got this, but I don't think I have anything like that because I got the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, Strength, and the Star, and I don't think that can give me anything.
Okay.
So sadly, no.
After you all had a chance to talk over what you're going to do to perform, the teams will appear, and Livestream will say to the blue team, he'll say, blue team, since you won the first main event, which was the gauntlet, I will let you decide if you want to perform first or last.
What do you guys think?
Loki thinks about it. I always think that we have the advantage of going last because we get to see what the other team does, and maybe that'll affect how we handle our performance. And Homeboy says, yeah, but if we really, kick their butt and go in strong and set the bar really high, it could also intimidate them.
I don't think they're going to be intimidated. What do you think, Thor?
I think it would be an advantage to go last.
I agree. Because I think if we do amazing first, it wouldn't demoralize them, but give them the drive and they go stronger.
All right, he says. All of the Odinsons agree. Homeboy says so. We'll go last. I guess. So red team, you get to go first. Whoever wants to lead this, show us walk through with us what the audience experience is.
To set the scene, we shall begin with Nate's gonna first illusion like the props that are on stage, and he's gonna do that while the curtains are closed.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna make railroads. He's gonna illusion himself as like a young blonde female. It's like very rich clothing, and he's gonna go lie down in the trail wrecks. He's gonna change his illusion so he's like tied up to the railroads, but completely bound. And then he's gonna give the sign to the rest of his players to start to play.
Chrono is going to have different garb than he normally has. He's not a fully armored knight. He's going for like his classic heroic missionary white suit type thing, superhero type suit, and just get into character. Having back and forth with Captain Crunch. Classic Megamind versus Metro Man type stuff.
Yeah.
I will take off my coat and I'll also take off my hat. So it's just yellow, and they have like a bodysuit that's like skin tight in it. Well, I mean scale tight. Mm-hmm. It's like this black skin tight, scale tight bodysuit, and they're gonna be. I can't say more roguish than they already are, but I don't know. It's definitely like kind of getting in the way, trying to be like the center of attention when they're not supposed to be. And there's definitely moments where Chrono would be one-upping me, and I'm trying to one-up Chrono, and it's just obviously not failing. And then there's probably like a hero arc where it's like, I'm gonna be bad now, and then I have a switch at the very end where it's like, no, I'm really good. Basic story.
You betrayed me.
Yeah, like the betrayal arc and then the redemption.
Love it. Mm-hmm.
Nutmeg, of course, has the big reveal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna open the curtains then as soon as everyone's ready.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we come in view, I'm gonna first of all make the illusion of like this very Western standoff music with a slight hint of like the old train station bell thing, like ding 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 ding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Put that together with that, just to make the background music of this beautiful movie. And as soon as I come review, I expected I come review first. I'm just gonna start saying in this young female voice, "Please, anyone save me! I'm too young to die. I have a huge bank account to manage. Please, anyone!"
Of course, I'll save you, young lass.
Oh, this strapping young hero. You've come to my aid.
Yarr! You are no match for me, for I am here to rid this world of the awful, awful monopoly that is the Transcontinental Railroad.
And I'm also here.
Go back to the ocean where you belong, pirate.
Captain Crunch has a hard time saying in character because
and also
Yellow.
the moment Yellow says it, it's just like dun dun dun. Just to give you the extra effect. It's gonna be a comedy.
Yeah, I think that Captain Crunch breaks character a few times, and there's like a bunch of lulls in the live stream. There's gonna be like a open chat. And so you'll see a bunch of people laughing at this little skit, and he's he's gonna try to stay in character as much as possible and try to challenge Chrono and his sidekick, I think is what they're calling him. Okay.
Mhm. So
Empty heroes
also
for
just gonna
themselves.
give random comments during their battle, like, "Watch out, he's a trainophobe." He loves buses instead. How horrible!
He gets his power from buses.
Yar.
I like
He-
to think this is one of those movies that everyone tried really hard to make it serious and really good, but just ended up being a comedy.
Yeah, it's like everybody in the movie is giving their all, but like when they produce it, it's like,
Oh, right. Cult classic though, you know, it's the one they watched
Cult-
20 years later.
Right.
like the birds or whatever.
So Captain Crunch is going to take out a rapier, and he's going to attempt to, duel/stab, try to attack Chrono and Yellow, and then what happens when he does that? When he tries to do that?
I'm dueling him with a pistol. Like I'm blocking his rapier with
Oh.
my pistol.
And I'll
Okay.
It's my cap
step
down that I
in, shove you
fired.
out of the way. Let me handle this, and just probably just totally get missed and get hit in the face and like, ow! And I didn't know you were gonna actually hurt me. Just run off and
Say the penultimate move is when he tries to stab me, I like let it go through the trigger
Mhm.
circle, disarm him using my trigger circle,
Arr!
take the sword and point it at his neck and pistol at Nutmeg, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
little Nutmeg's hands go up and I'll be like bring
I'm on
stage
stage,
for
like-
people to be able to travel, villains. Go back to the ocean and plunder the seas. This land is ours.
It's at that point that I'm gonna like silence the music a bit and mix in this heartbeat sound.
Nice.
And every time the heartbeats beats, I'm gonna like increase Nutmeg size little by little.
Boom, 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 boom. Nice.
So
And
it's
then
like
you'll
this giant like
And-
squirrel.
you'll see Nutmeg start to grow really big, and you'll very like we just saw. Brody just saw The Little Mermaid for the very first time. So very Ursula from The
Aw.
Little Mermaid. And there's like thunder and lightning, I guess, coming down.
You finally show your true face, villain.
And then what does the epic battle? I guess there's a huge battle music, cinematics music, and what's happening during the final battle.
My instinct is to say it looks hopeless, but Yellow comes in and that is the moment of the betrayer arc resolving, coming in
Yeah.
to save me in the last moment. And I was like, you do care.
I say like at the very beginning of the fight, it's like us trying to go better, but it's like you're taking all the glory, and I hate that. And it's like, you know what? This guy is just stronger than you. I actually hate you now. And it's a very like second grader sketch of like, playing house on the playground.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, and that's when it turns, and it's just like fighting.
And then what'll happen is, despite the efforts of the giant flying squirrel, in the end, you will do a, I guess, killing blow onto the squirrel.
I'd like to add that during this like cinematic and the coming of the killing blow, Captain Crunch has his little redemption and just stops a blow or something from Nutmeg just to get the reversal.
Yeah.
He just
Mhm.
wants to take down the train company. He doesn't want to kill anybody.
Mhm.
So of course.
There you go. Arr! So it's a very tragic, sympathetic end for Captain Crunch.
Sympathetic villains.
And then I guess when the killing blow happens on Nutmeg, the squirrel like shrinks back
Mhm.
down into its original size, and then Nutmeg just does this very elongated death scene.
Falls on the floor, like the spotlight comes down, and he chatters for a second, like monologuing.
Right. He probably is chittering. Like monologuing as its death scene, and the audience is loving it. They think they think it's the whole thing is just hilarious. And then he finally, with his big like long tongue sticking out.
Looks like we have dinner for tonight.
Oh.
I will cut the damsel's ropes and pick her up. You're safe
Just-
now.
Grab around his strong shoulders. Thank you, my hero. How can I ever repay you?
Well, we'll discuss that later. Walking off into the sunset.
And as you're doing that, carrying the damsel in distress, Nutmeg will go. Dun,
Could have gone worse, I must say.
Man, how are we gonna beat that? That is not
It's
like
a big applause.
Thank you.
Loki says, "Okay, I have to admit that was pretty good. That's pretty good. I have to admit."
Thank you. I don't know how you will ever top our performance.
Loki is going to look at you dead in the eye, and he's going to lift up his sleeves, crack his knuckles, crack his neck, and the curtain will open up for the second act. Do you want to start us off, Gabe?
Black fog comes across the stage, out to the crowd. Rises up is a castle. Well, not a castle, but more like the inside of a throne room. And there's stairways that lead to a throne that's on like a platform. Odin, with his new weapon, a lightsaber.
Love it. Love it.
Of course.
As they fight through valiantly of the wave of minions. And him and Thor are working together. They're like, homeboy, you must get up to beat the evil emperor.
I'm on it, Homeboy says, and he's going to go into the scene. No, not my bestest buddy and pal, he says, and there's going to be a scene where Knave is there, all bloodied, and like it looks like he's on his last breath. I will avenge you.
Like a train, like the train got dropped. Not train, a
A
bus is right there. Like he dropped the bus on him.
Right, a bus is right there. You just dropped the bus. Where are you? Where are you? He screams, and then suddenly the scene shifts around him, and you hear laughter cackling. Homeboy, you have fallen into my trap. And while Thor and Odin are doing their thing, Homeboy now finds himself transported into what looks like a large bus, moving very, 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 very fast. And he says, see if you can find me, Homeboy, but I must warn you, if this bus ever goes below 90 miles an hour, it and everyone in it will blow up! And then there's going to be like, Loki will also say something like, any similarities between these events and other fictional materials purely coincidental. TM. And Homeboy is like, yeah. So he sees that the driver of this bus is unconscious and the speed is starting to lower. And there's other citizens here who are, scared, shaking. And he says, "Don't worry, citizens, I will save you." He's gonna, run over to the bus and, hit the gas and try to keep the bus from going too slow, and everybody whips back as the bus starts moving faster. And then this entire time, you can hear cackling. It says, "What's the matter, Hone boy? Can you not find me? Might be a little bit difficult trying to do that and keep the bus going at the same time." I knew you were behind this, bus boy. Yes, bus boy. Yes, I am bus boy. I am now bus man, though. No. Bus boy has a better ring to it. I think bus man means that I have had some evolution throughout the series. I figured this is the end of a trilogy or something. I should at least be bus adolescent or something. Fine, you can. Whatever, he says. I will save you, citizens, and avenge my friend as well. Could use some direction, though, he says, looking towards Odin and Thor.
So Loki's going by bus man now? Or he's still going bus boy?
Bus adolescent. Bus adolescent is what we're gonna call him.
You're still a boy to me, bus boy! Come down and fight us fair and square, bus boy! Because your bus is at its final stop!
Uh-oh. Yeah, and as you say that, the rushing bus with busboy in it, shows up in the distance, and it looks like it's going to start hurtling towards Thor's and Odin's direction. And by that point, I think Homeboy, he's going to try to find something to sort of prop onto the gas pedal so that he can keep the bus moving. And he says, "I am totally not copying this from anything that I saw in the theaters," and do the thing where he's gonna tie the wheel so the bus just keeps going around in a circle. And then once that's happening, he's going to, just scour the bus and just, use his senses to try to look at like everywhere as he can, looking for Loki. And then he finally will find somebody who notices up that the escape hatch has opened up, and up at the top on the roof. So he will jump through, and he will see that Loki is up there waiting for him, or not Loki, but bus adolescent. And it's that very classic action scene where they're both on top of a moving bus, and they're going to do like battle of hand-to-hand combat, and there'll be some point where Jackie Chan style, he'll fall off the edge of the bus and he's just gonna do like little flips, and Loki is going to attempt to do the final blow, but then out of nowhere Mjolnir comes and hits Loki across the face, or bus adolescent across the face. And he'll do the little almost falling off the bus, and I don't know if you want to assist in any way at this point, Odin.
Oh yeah, so they're on top of a bus, right?
Yeah, they're on top of a bus.
So he takes the lightsaber and he goes and leaving the bus to stop it. Leaving with both those leaving open for Homeboy to do one last final attack.
Yeah.
On bus adolescents.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will do. He will run up to him, take his fist, and then do a pow just across his face, and bus adolescent will go. He'll fall off the bus. He'll land, rolling, and that allows Thor to open the door and very quickly and carefully start to rescue the citizens off of the bus before it has a chance to slow down. And as soon as Thor rescues the very last person, Odin can certainly help rescue people as well.
Oh yeah.
The three of you will turn towards the audience with the bus exploding behind you as you're walking in slow motion,
Michael
not looking
Bay style.
right, Michael Bay style, not looking behind you at all, just after the big rescue.
Also, the slow-mo fall was also like a Zack Snyder thing where it's slow-mo, but it had like it has like a music in the background, like some sort of like arty music background, like oh.
Yes, it'll end there with all of the people from the bus cheering and chanting your names. And there'll be an applaud from the live stream as well. Yay!
Thank you. Good job, everyone.
That
Give
wasn't so
everyone a fist
bad.
bump. You got it, homeboy.
Thanks, he said. I hope we did okay. I think I broke character a few times there, but I think we did okay.
I think we did amazing. So even if we do lose, we tried our best, and that's what's important.
I was heavily entertained by both of those performances, Livestream says. But what matters is the popular vote. So, all of you watching, please cast your votes now. And there'll be like little ticks of all of the people that are voting. And it's pretty darn close. It was pretty darn close. But in the end, I have to say that the flying squirrel stole the show. The flying squirrel gave the advantage. So the red team will win. So that means Frano and Yellow and Knave will receive XP, like extra PP at the PowerPoints at the end of
Knave
this.
gets double because he won the last one.
It's true. There is going to be a vote off at the end of this. So each team, once again, will have to vote somebody off. So we'll do this in secret again.
So for this next vote, I will be voting Hone Boy. I'm sorry, my ally. You were a great ally in this fight for Blue Team. But I cannot vote any of my own children. And I want to stay with them as long as I can to push them further in this game. So I'm sorry, but I must vote you out.
And after the performance, I'm just going to be up with Captain Crunch and just like, man, you did really well, you know? It's you really stepped into character. You know, maybe you have a hidden talent in theater, and just kind of like talk him up. And
Well, thank ye. I never really considered it myself, although I probably need to say that I think that the vast majority of the people seem to favor Nutmeg over me.
well, who knows? Maybe the little guy has a future. You could be his agent.
That could be a good side job now that you mention it.
Maybe life on the high seas is a little rough for you. So move into like a coastal town and do some acting. I don't know. Have a nice life.
So
Votes are in.
the votes are in. We'll start with the losing team, which was the blue team. 1 vote for Honeboy, 2 votes for Honeboy, 1 vote for Loki, and unsurprisingly, another vote for Homeboy. Homeboy's like, he saw that coming. He knew that was coming. And very regretfully, he had the immunity idol. He could have taken out Loki if he just didn't listen to Knave.
Maybe I should have let you be
Oops.
defeated by Bus
Whoops.
Boy.
Whoops.
Homeboy just kind of sighs and says, well, I can't say that I'm surprised, so I guess good luck to you all, and I'll just tell Root Canal and Moji that you say hi.
It's been good working with you.
It was definitely a pleasure working with you, Homeboy. Good luck to you as well on the island. Yeah, good luck to you all. And he'll go off. All right. Live stream will then move over to the red team. And so on the red team, we have 1 vote for Yellow, 1 vote for Prano. 1 vote for Knave. The last
we all
vote
just vote for each other?
is for Yellow. So Yellow actually got voted off
All right.
for this one. How does Yellow react to being voted off?
Good. I didn't want to win. Now I will relay information through my headpiece, the information that I've learned, to Captain Crunch before going. And how does that work? Can I still communicate with him through my headpiece that I gave him?
I would probably say that when you're voted off, like all communication with the other teams are cut. So I would say that you wouldn't be able to communicate with them after you leave, but you can certainly say stuff before you leave.
I'll trans that through my headset, but for everybody else, it's just, interesting.
Captain Crunch will say, I'm sure you'll also have fun on the island too. You seem like you're a survivalist who would appreciate the challenge.
That I would. Always love a challenge. Do well, all of you. And I'm Knave most of all.
And when you sent a message to Captain Crunch, what exactly did you say to him? Like, what information did you give him precisely?
I told him that you could... Captain Crunch, we don't have a lot of time, so let me spill some secrets. Well, let's make this quick, darling. Captain, my captain, Thor is a drug user, so however you want to do that with, I'm not sure if you use any underhanded tactics there, but you could definitely interrupt that family dynamic that way. And, well, Loki himself has a few secrets. He has a lover, or at least, well, somebody that he loves. Can I, use a hero point to hand off the letter to him? I'd say, like,
Yeah,
as
I'll
like
let you use that
like
hero
last
point.
handshake, sort of like palm the letter to him.
Yeah.
And I'll hand that to him, and obviously. And now the Knave, do not underestimate him. He and Chrono are going to be at each other's throats, unless you don't do anything. If you give them a reason to hate each other, they will be at each other's throats. Use it to your advantage, whatever you can, if you really want to win this.
Okay. Awesome.
Unfortunately, I did not manage to destroy the idol that Loki found. However, last night I set up a device on our door that will trigger if anybody walks through it, and it will poison them. So, I can set it so that you have control of it. But that's all I can do.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. He probably won't respond because he doesn't know if he can respond, but you can assume that he got the message. Very cool.
It's a two-way communicator, so.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's being cautious because he knows some people have super hearing. So he's probably will just take the information and let you go.
Why did I vote off Yellow? There are a few simple reasons. Number one is that I felt like there was a team brewing between him and Captain Crunch, and if it went to just me, him, and Captain Crunch as the final three, I was sure to be voted off.
It kind of sucks that I got voted off. I mean, I probably knew I wasn't gonna win. It's like a 1 in 10 chance? And I've never been good at odds, but I mean, I've always come out of situations all right. And especially Yellow, who goes against the odds. And I guess it was kind of on the same line of they weren't looking to win anyway. So that's why they didn't go against the odds.
Furthermore, I felt that Knave and I had the most synergistic of skill sets. He can handle all of the foolishness, and I can handle all of the straightforward strength.
Huh. That is the second time that you surprise me. I thought that you were allies, but apparently not. How interesting. There is really a lot more that goes behind what you are showing. I have to be careful of you.
But regardless, just wanted to say that it kind of sucks. Yellow didn't get to have as much fun in that little house as they'd liked, but it's all water under the bridge.
But most importantly, Yellow kept saying he didn't care about winning. That is unacceptable.